Hello children. So welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from mathematics subject, real numbers topic we are going to continue. So today's concept, so conversion of a rational number into decimal. Conversion of a rational number into decimal. So first we can convert a rational number into decimal by division method. So in that, what is the possible case? The remainder becomes 0. So when we divide the given rational number, the first possible case is the remainder may become 0. So rational number means we will divide the numerator by denominator. Suppose, for example, if we have 5 by 8, we divide 5 by 8. So, and after finite number of steps, we are dividing 5 with 8. So it is less than 8. We can keep 0 point. We can take 0 here. So 8 6 times 48. 2 is remaining. So already point is there. We can take one more 0 here. 8 to the 16. 4 is remaining here. So we can take one more 0. 8 5 times 40. So remainder is 0. Means after finite number of steps. Means after decimal, after 3 places, the division stopped. So this decimal expansion 0.675, this decimal expansion, which is equal to 5 by 8, is called as terminating decimal. Okay, that is case 1. Remainder becomes 0. After finite number of steps, the decimal point will stop. So like this. 5 by 8, 0.625. We can divide like this. The remainder is 0. 0.625 is the decimal expansion. So it is considered as terminating decimal. Next. So there is one more case is possible there. It is not conceptual. Case 2 it is. Case 2. The remainder never becomes 0. So in 14 by 11, if we divide numerator 14 with the denominator 11, we notice that the remainder repeat after certain stage. So means in the quotient part, we will be having a repeating block of digits. So as it is not terminating, we can call it as non-terminating decimal, but recurring decimal or repeating decimal. So we can call the decimal expansion as non-terminating or recurring decimal. Like that we can tell. So this is the division. If we divide 14 with 11, so 14 with 11 1 times 11, 3 is remaining. 11 2 times 22, 2 times 22, so 8 is remaining. So we can take 0, 80 is coming. 11 7 times 77, 3 is remaining. We can take 0, 30. 11 2 times 22, again 8 is remaining, 80. 11 7 times 77, again 30. Like that, the decimal point, these decimal points, they are repeating. 1.27, 27, 27, 27, and so on. Like that, they are repeating. So this decimal expansion is not terminating but repeating. Not terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal. non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, children. So in this way, two cases are possible, either terminating or non-terminating repeating. So the terminating decimals, they will have finite decimal places. Suppose if we have 3 by 4, if we divide 3 by 4, means 3 is less than 4. So we have to take 0 point and we can take 1 0 here. We can carry 1 0 here. So 4 7 times 28, 2 is remaining, 1 0 we can keep here. So 4 5 times 20, remainder is 0. So means, so the process of division terminates or comes to an end, or stops at a point, where there is no remainder, means the remainder is 0. So this terminating decimals, they will be having finite or countable number of decimal places. So this decimal expansion has been terminated for 2 decimal places. Next children. But here non-terminating and repeating decimals, so they will be having infinite decimal points. That infinite decimal also, it will be termed as a recurring decimal. Suppose if you have 2 by 3, if we divide 2 with 3, 2 is less than 3, we can keep 0 point. We can make it as 20. 3 6 times 18. Again 2 is remainder, 20. 3 6 times 18. Again 2 is remainder, 2 6 times 18. Like that, 0.66666 and so on. It will not terminate, but the decimal is repeating or recurring, which can be expressed as 0.6 bar. So here bar stands for this, bar denotes the whatever under the bar, whatever decimal place is there, that will be recurring. So in the case of 5 by 11 also, 0.454545 and so on. So here the recurring part is 2 decimal places. Here recurring part is only 1 decimal place, but here 2 decimal places are recurring. Now we have some questions. We have to express them in terms of, we have to find out what kind of decimal expansion it is. 36 by 100, we divide with 100. So 36 means 0.0 we can take, 100 3 times 300, 60 is remaining, 1 0 we can take, 100 6 times 600, remainder is 0. So decimal expansion 0.36 means it is having finite decimal places. Only 2 decimal places are there. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. So next, 1 by 11. They have given 1 by 11. First they have given 1 by 11 they have given. So only 1 is there. We can take 0 point. And we can keep 1 0 here. But still it is less than divisor. So we can take 1 more 0 after decimal point. We can take 1 more 0 here. Now this will become 100, more than the divisor. Now we can divide 11 9 times 99. 11 9 times 99. So what is remaining? 1 is remaining. So 1 is remaining. Already we have a decimal point. So we can carry 1 0 here, but it is not sufficient. So 1 more 0 we have to keep here. 1 more 0 we have to take here. Again 11 9s are 99. 11 9s are 99. Again 1. Because of this decimal point, we can take 1 0. That is not sufficient. 1 more 0 we will keep here. We can take 1 more 0. Again 11 9 times 99. 1 is remaining. So like that 09 09 09. This part, this two decimal places, they are recurring. Means in short form it can be expressed as 0.09 bar. 0.09 bar. So it is an example of non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. Repeating decimal expansion. Next children. So we have 4 1 by 8, which is a mixed fraction. Which is a mixed fraction. First, let's convert into normal fraction. 8 4 times. We have to multiply plus. Again, this 1 to be added. 4 8s are 32 plus 1, 33 by 8. 33 by 8. So means we have to divide 33 by 8. Here 33 is the bigger number. So in the beginning itself, no need of taking decimal point, because 33 is divisible by 8. Not exactly, but divisible by 8. 8 4 times 32. Now 1. Now this 1 is less than 8. So now we have to take the point and we can keep 1 0 here. So 8 1 times 8. 8 1 times 8. So 2 is remaining. So already we kept a decimal point here. So we can take 0. 8 2 times 16. 4 is remaining. Already we have taken a decimal point here. We can take a 0. 8 5 times 40. 8 5 times 40 cancel 0. So 4.125 you are getting, children. So remainder is 0. Means after 3 finite decimal places, the division process has been stopped. So the decimal form is 4.125. 4.125. 4.125. Actually, this 4 1 by 8, you can keep 4 as it is. This 1 by 8, you can divide. This 1 by 8 value is 0.125. For that value, we can add to 4. We will get 4.125 directly. Like that also we can do. So it is an example of terminating decimal expansion. Next. So observe here, children. Observe here, with 13 we are dividing 3. 13 we are dividing 3. So actually this is not, 3 is not divisible by 13. So we can keep 0 point. It will become 30. 13 2 times 26. Again 0. Sorry. 13 2 times 26. 4 is remaining. We can keep 0. 13 3 times 39. 1 is remaining. We can take 0. But less than 13. We can keep one more 0 here. And we can take 0 here. It will become 100. 13 7 times 91. Okay. 13 7 times 91. So like that, if we go on divide. 13 6 are 78. 120. Again 13 9s are 117. Again 30. 13 2s are 26. Again 40. 13 3s are 39. 39. So okay. Like this, decimal expansion of 3 by 13 is this one. 230769. Again 23. 2 means this 230769. This part is repeating. So for the total part, we can keep a bar. So the given question is an example of non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Next children. So one more question. So 2 by 11 is there. We have 2 by 11 here. 2 is not divisible. So we can take 0 point. It will become 20. 11 1 times 11. 9 is remaining. 90. 11 8 times 88. 2 is remaining 20. 11 1 times 11, 9 is remaining 90, 11 8 times 88, again 2 is remaining. Means this 90, let us take it as A. Again this 90, let us take it as B. Let us take it as B. Means again this process is repeating. Again this process is repeating, because again after 90, again we are getting at place C. Again 90 we are getting. So what does it mean? From A to B, B to C. From A to B, B to C means this 90, 90, this all repeating. Same process is going on. So this 18, 18, 18, these two decimal places, they are repeating. So 0.18 bar, we can represent it as 0.18 bar, which means non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Like that, this is an example of terminating. This question is an example of terminating decimal expansion. So now, suppose if you get question like this, so 1 by 7, they have expressed as a decimal expansion 0.142857. This 142857 part is repeating. Now the question is, if you know the value of 1 by 7, can you predict the decimal expansions of their equivalent rational numbers, such as 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7. But how? Without actually doing the long division. Means if we know 1 by 7, decimal expansion of 1 by 7, the question is whether we can find the decimal expansion of their equivalent rational numbers without division. Without division. So yes, we can find the decimal expansions of other equivalent rational numbers by a method called by permutations and combinations of these decimal places. Because in the decimal expansion of 1 by 7, we have decimal places like 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. Means by observing these decimal expansions, or by observing when they are repeating, by the permutations of this decimal places, we can find the expansion of equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers, that is also without long division method. Without long division method. Suppose here, let's magnify this part, children. So 1 by 7 means we have to divide 1 with 7. 1 with 7. So we can take 0 point. So it will become 10. 7 1 times 7. 7 3 is remaining 30. 7 4 times 28. 2 is remaining 20. 7 2 times 14. 6 is remaining 60. 7 8 times 7 8 times 56. 4 is remaining 40. 7 5 times 35. Like that we are having the division. Like that we are having the division process. We are having the division process of 1 by 7. 1 by 7. Now we want to find the expansion of 2 by 7. Expansion of 2 by 7. So in the case of 2 by 7, what we will do? Previously, in previous case, we have divided 1 by 7. Means 1 with 7. Now what is the question? We have to divide 2 by 7. 2 by 7. Okay. So we have to see where that 2 is occurring in the division part of 1 by 7. 1 by 7. Actually, we have to divide 2 with 7. Or if we take a decimal point in the quotient, suppose if we want to divide 2 with 7, if we take a decimal point in the quotient, so then it will become 20. Then it will become 20. Means in the long division, we have to see where the 20 is. Where the 20 is. Where the 20 is. So by that we can find out the value. By that we can find out the value. So here, where is 20? 1 minute. So children, here where is 20? In the division part of 1 by 7, please listen carefully. In the division part of 1 by 7, we have 20 here. 20 here. Means how many times we have multiplied when we have 20? Because already decimal point we have taken. So that's why instead of 2, we are considering 20. We are considering 20. 20 is here. When we are dividing 20 with 7, how many times we have multiplied? 2 times. 7 2 times 14. Means from there division will continue. Again 60 remainder. 7 8 times 56. Means when we have divisor as 20, dividend as 20 and divisor as 7. So what is the quotient? Quotient starts from 2. Quotient starts from 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. Like that it will continue. Like that it will continue. So the decimal expansion of 2 by 7 can be written starting from 2. Starting from 2. Starting from 2, 8, 5, 7, 4. Again 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. Like that. Here this expansion, the decimal expansion of 1 by 7 starts from 0.142 like that. But the decimal expansion of 2 by 7 starts from 2. So we have to write 0.28571. Again after that 4 will come. Again 2, 8. So like that, by observing the position of this 20, from there by observing the position of quotient and the remaining decimal places, we can express the decimal expansion of 2 by 7 without division. Suppose from this table, if I want to find 3 by 7, if I want to find the expansion of 3 by 7, if I want to find expansion of 3 by 7, so 3 by 7 means what we have to see? We have to see 30. 30 is here. 30 is the dividend. 7 is the divisor. So what is the quotient? 7 4 times 28. So 20 is the remainder. Again 14. 7 2 times 14. Means when 30 is the divisor, dividend, 7 is the divisor, the quotient is starting from 4. The quotient is starting from 4. So what does it mean? What does it mean? The expansion of, in the expansion of 3 by 7, the recurring part starts from 4. Recurring part starts from 4. Okay. Suppose 4 by 7 is there. 4 by 7 is there. So we have to see what? We have to see the place of 4 or 40. 4 or 40. 4 or 40. Where is 40? Here. Here. Here we have 40. Here 7. 7 5 times 35. 7 5 times 35. So we can start from 5. So 4 by 7 starts from 5. 4 by 7 starts from 5. Means actually in 1 by 7 we have 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. Sorry, 5, 7. 5, 7. Up to 5, 7 only. This is the or this is the recurring part. So this is the recurring part of 1 by 7. Recurring part of 1 by 7. So for 2 by 7 what we can write? Or simply from here only we can tell. If we take this 2 as 20. So how many times? 2 times. Because all are different digits. So easily we can tell. 2 times. Means it starts from 2. So 2, 8, 5, 7. After that this 1 4 will come. 1 4. So 0.2857 1 4. So directly we can tell like this. Suppose 3 by 7 is there. 3 by 7 is there. Means 30. How many times? 7 4 times 28. So starts from 4. 0.42857. After that again first one. This will be bar for this one. Suppose 5 by 7 is there. We will take it as 50. 7 times 49. So starts from 7. Or 60 is there. 7 8 times 56. Starts from 8. Because as the repeating decimals are not repeating, so directly we can tell. If we have the expansion of 1 by 7, by taking the permutations of these decimal places, or by changing this decimal position of these decimal places, so directly we can tell the decimal expansion of all the equivalent rational numbers. All the equivalent rational numbers. Okay, children. Next. So what can be the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? In the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. So here 1 by 17 we have to divide. 1 by 17 we have to divide. Means 1 we have to divide with 17. We will get decimal expansion like this. We will get decimal expansion like this. Decimal expansion like this. So here maximum number of digits that are repeating will be 16. Will be 16. So for 16 digits, 16 decimal places, we are keeping the bar. We are keeping the bar. Okay, children. Next, 22 by 7. Find the period of decimals of 22 by 7 and the length of the period. Here you have two terms. One is period. When we have decimal expansion, they will be asking about two terms. What is the period of the decimal expansion, or what is the periodicity of the decimal expansion? What is the periodicity of the decimal expansion? So here period means the recurring part. The recurring part as it is considered as a period, whereas the length of the period or the number of decimal places repeating, it is called as periodicity. Means the period means the actual decimal places which are repeating. That actual repeating part is known as period. But in that repeating part, only how many number of decimals are repeating, that length of the period is known as periodicity. Now suppose if we have 22 by 7, 22 by 7. So if we divide, so 3.142857, this 142857 is repeating. It is repeating. So 142857 bar we can represent. So here the period is 142857 without bar. So while mentioning the period, we won't mention this bar. So the period is 142857. For what? For the given rational number 22 by 7. What is the length of the period? What is the length of the period? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the periodicity is 6. The periodicity is 6. Okay, children. So we have two terms. One is period, another one is periodicity. Next. Actually, this 22 by 7 in mathematics, we will take it equal to pi. Means the pi value approximately considered to be equal to the value of decimal expansion of 22 by 7. But not exactly, it's an approximate value. The 22 by 7 or pi value is equal to 22 by 7. So this regarding this, actually Archimedes, he was a Greek genius who first calculated the decimal expansion of pi, and he found that pi value lies between 3.140845, 3.142857. It lies between this one and this one, this one and this one. So he has taken the value of pi as 22 by 7. 22 by 7. So later Aryabhatta, who was a great Indian mathematician, he corrected this decimal value. Here they have given up to 6 decimal places, but Aryabhatta has corrected the value of pi up to 4 decimal places, 3.1416 approximately. Okay, children. So now let's see some questions based on the concept what we have learnt. So here it's a matrix matching type question. Means here you can have multiple answers for any question. You can have repeated answers or same answer or multiple answers. So 1 point, 2, 3, 1, 7, 3, 3, 0, 9, like this and so on is there. It's non-terminating. Is it repeating? 2, 3, 1, 7, 3, 0, 9, 7, 2, 5, 0, 2, 3. So here 2, 3 is there. Here 2, 3 is there. But they have not given the complete expansion. So up to this part, by observing this part, we can tell that it is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So root 97 or non-terminating, non-repeating means it's an irrational number. So two answers are possible, both 2, 5 answers for A option, A question. Root 97. So there is no square root value for root 97. Means it cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. The first one also. So it is a irrational number, non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Root 9 by 81. We can make it cancel. Root 1 by 9 or minus. Root of 9 is 3. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 9 is 3. So minus 1 by 3 means it's a negative rational number. It's a rational number. But what if we divide 1 with 3? We will take 0. 3 times we will take 10 here because 0 point we have taken. We can take 0 there. 3 times 9. 1, 10. 3 times 9. Like this, it will be a non-terminating repeating decimal. So 3 will be repeating. 3 will be repeating. So it's a non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. So what about fourth one, D option? 0.0001. So after point we have 3 places. So 4 places. So I can write it as 1 by 10,000. Root of 1 by 10,000. Where root of 1 is 1. Root of 10,000. For 4 zeros, in the root, in the square root value, we can keep 2 zeros. 1 by 100 means 0.01. 0.01. We can write like this. So it is a rational number. It is a terminating decimal. It is a terminating decimal. So like this, you will be having matrix matching type questions where one question can have multiple answers. Next. The periodicity of, sorry children, D is missing here. The periodicity of decimal form of 1 by 17. Decimal form of 1 by 17 is, they are asking periodicity means length of the period or number of decimal places repeating. Number of decimal places repeating. If you do the division, so here you can observe this total part will be repeating. This total part means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 decimal places are repeating. So the periodicity is 16. Periodicity is 16. Next they are asking period of 22 by 7. Period of 22 by 7. So just now we have divided. 22 means 142857. 142857. So what is the period here? This is pi value. Pi is different. 22 by 7 is different. Both are different values. They are asking period of 22 by 7. So you have to see the actual value of 22 by 7. So what decimals are repeating? 142857. So C option is the right answer. If a rational number expressed in decimal form, then the decimal is. So these kind of questions, they are examples of multi-correct answer type questions. MCAT. You can have one or more answers. Multi-correct answer type questions. Okay. Now rational number in decimal form means in how many ways we can represent a rational number? It can be terminating or non-terminating repeating. Two ways are possible. Non-terminating, non-repeating, wrong. Irrational number. Neither terminating nor repeating, wrong. It's an irrational number. Actually C and D options, both meaning is same. So possible options are A and B. Both A and B have to keep as correct answers because it's a multi-correct answer type question. Next, another matching set. 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5. They are, we can call them as rational numbers or we can call them as fractions because rational numbers means P by Q, where P and Q are integers. I means they can be positive, they can be negative. Whereas fraction means in the form of P by Q, where P by Q are natural numbers. Means they should contain only counting numbers, not zero, not negative integers. Okay. So all these numbers are natural numbers. So we can call them as rational numbers or fractions because every fraction is a rational number. But rational number cannot be fraction. But fraction can be a rational number. Next. Next children. Minus 7 by 6 minus 2 by 3. Minus 7 by 6 minus 2 by 3. Here integers are there. Negative integers are there. So they are not fractions. They are rational numbers. Which rational numbers? Negative rational numbers. So they are not integers, they are not natural numbers, they are not fractions. They are not fractions. Okay children. Next. 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3. So 0 by any number which is equal to 0 only. So they are rational numbers. But 0 by any number equal to 0. These rational numbers value each is equal to 0. So 0 is an integer. So integer also can become the answer. Two answers are there. It may be rational number, it may be integer. But 0, it can't be a fraction, because fractions won't consist of zeros. Next, 3, 15, 27. 3, 15, 7, 27 means they are integers. They are integers. They are natural numbers. They are integers. They are natural numbers. Can be written in the form of 3 by 1, 15 by 1, 27 by 1. So they are fractions. They are rational numbers. They are rational numbers. But they are not fractions. Means any number which can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers, are said to be rational numbers. Means the given number is not in the form of 3 by 1. We are assuming it as 3 by 1. If it is given like 3 by 1, then we can tell that it is a fraction. But they have not given. We are assuming it as 3 by 1. So it's a rational number. It's not a fraction. It's a natural number. It's an integer. It's a rational number. Okay, children. That's all for today. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a good day.